This is a quote from Plato, made known unto us by Elder Apostle Gabar from the Apostles of Great Millstone. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Wise Men Speak Because They Have Something to Say. All right. And that's a tentative title right now. And this lesson is in reference to all of you up and coming brothers, you hopefully elect out there, you brothers and sisters in the faith, man. Because the other night on Elder Kazak's comment board, he had a lot of scoffers coming on the comment board on the live stream of Elder Kazak the other night, and just different live streams in particular, man. And a lot of you brothers, man, you don't know when to keep your damn mouth closed. And just particular for you hopefully elect, when you're on the comment board of live streams or on the comment board in general, you have to know when to speak. You have guys who don't know. There's nothing wrong with holding your peace. You know, and I may change the title to that. There's nothing wrong with holding your peace. Shut the fuck up, man. Learn how to shut up. And I'm talking to those, it just pertains to who it pertains to. It's not every brother. We told you time and again, if you're going to come on the comment board of the live streams, let's go to Isaiah 8 and 20 real quick. We seem like we have to say this over and over, and particularly on my live streams. And you're going to have brothers that are known among other brothers. You're going to get blocked. Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. First and foremost, if you speak on the live streams, it's a chat board, but it's not a chat board. You know what I'm saying? As I keep mentioning. While it may be called a live chat, you don't need to chat and make idle comments. Now, this is the last warning going out for certain brothers, man. You're going to start getting blocked. There was one brother that said the other night, the scriptures got him going, and he said he can't quench his spirit. You better learn how. You don't have to quench your spirit. Just abide by the rules, man. This is Proverbs 18:21. And as we read the quote, let's go to it again. You don't have to say something all the time. Wise men speak because they have something to say, right? And if you got something to say, it's going to be scriptural. It's going to be backed up by scriptures, or it may just be the scriptures themselves. You don't need to make a comment every time one of the elders, apostles, or one of the brothers make a comment. You don't need to say "con" every time, right? You can sit in silence. There's another quote that says, it's better to be thought of as a fool and to be quiet than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Something to that effect. It's better to be quiet and be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. This one says, wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. You just got to say something. We don't need to know that you're present on the live chat. We know you're there. Say your salutation and shut the hell up. Right? If you ain't got no scriptures to offer, then just shut the hell up. You don't need to make a comment on every video. You don't need to ask a question. You don't need to be that guy that's asking a question every video. One brother told me the other day, I think the brother goes by the name of Irv Wilkins. He said he's learning so much and he's never even had to ask a question. You know why? Because the brother is patient and diligent in the spirit, and he just quiet and watch. You got to watch videos. As we tell you, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You ought to do twice as much listening as talking. There's nothing wrong with holding your peace. Proverbs 18:21. I'm gonna hit these scriptures quick. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Did you hear that? Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You got power to live, and you got power to die. Speaking out at the wrong time, opening your mouth up can cost you your life going forward into Jacob's trouble. Ecclesiastes 5:1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High. When you're on the comment board or the live streams or the videos, you are in the house of the Most High. Keep thy foot means be quiet. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be ready, be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Did you just hear that? Right? Be more ready to hear than to speak, to give your bloody opinion. Keep your mouth closed if you're not asked to say anything. You don't need to make a comment after every scripture comes out or a point gets made that you agree with. We know you agree. It will be understood that you agree because you're not going against what we're saying. Your silence will be understood as agreement. How about that? 2 ears, 1 mouth. Twice as much listening as talking. Be more ready than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. You're doing evil when you quenching the spirit, running your mouth, right? Just posting scriptures vainly, and the scriptures that you post should have something to do with the actual lesson that's being brought out. Now every loud ass truck in the world wants to drive by. Listen to verse 2. Be not rash with thy mouth. Rash means quick, hasty. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. Can't get around that. Let thy words be few. Right? Twice as much listening as talking. This is Proverbs 21, verse 22. A wise man scaleth the city of the mighty, and casteth down the strength of the confidence thereof. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from trouble. Did you just hear that? And there's another one that says, let me see here. Yeah, Proverbs 13 and 3. I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, a man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressor shall eat violence. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. If you mind your words, watch what you say, don't talk out of turn, hey, that can deliver you, man. And I mean in a sense of what? There may be something going on nearby, and if you just stay out of it, keep your mouth closed, it'll keep you out of trouble. That don't mean if you be quiet, the Lord gonna save you. That ain't what I'm saying. Because you could be a quiet sinner. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. You got your mouth all gaped open wide. Close your damn mouth some of the time. There's nothing wrong with holding your peace. Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself. There it is. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness. Listen to this. A fool also is full of words. God, shut the fuck up. You full of words. You talk too much. You ever heard? And it was 2 rap songs came out of the 90s. One was called You Talk Too Much, You Never Shut Up, right? I think that was by Run DMC. Another one by Houdini was called Big Mouth. You got a big mouth. A big mouth. Big mouth. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be, and what shall be after him, who can tell him? Shut up. There's nothing wrong with holding your peace. It's better to be quiet and be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. James chapter 3 verse 1. Let's start at verse 3. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth. Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. Right? Your tongue is full of deadly poison. Right? The tongue is full of deadly poison. Know when to speak, man. Know when not to speak. Right? As a matter of fact, let's go there real quick. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. And I don't know why every time, I guess since the L and the O is near each other, that's why I've been hitting O lately. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. See, there's a time for everything, right? A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which was planted. Let's get to it. Verse 7, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. There's a time to keep your damn mouth closed, and there's a time when you're supposed to speak. And on our comment boards of the live streams and different brothers, you don't have to say something. You can just hold your peace. Back in James 3:8, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. And I read that for a reason, just to show you. When you look at the word curse right here, it's not speaking of harsh language. Let's go to it. Curse we, right?
Strong's G 2672. Katara'amai. Katara'amai.
Katara'amai. What does it say? To curse, doom, imprecate evil upon, right? To execrate, which is a curse. By analogy to doom and curse. That's what it's speaking on. It's not talking about harsh language. So that you see it plainly there. Now I'm going to close out with this one right here. It's one of my favorites. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 28, around about verse, I'll start at verse 15. It says, a backbiting tongue hath cast out virtuous women and deprived them of their labors. Whoso hearkeneth unto it shall never find rest and never dwell quietly. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh bones. Here's the key verse, and I gotta highlight it. Ecclesiastes 28:18. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as fallen by the tongue. And that's heavy. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword. The sword killed many people. Filled the graveyard up. Different kinds of killing instruments, swords themselves, axes, hacking weapons, right? And then in our day, other means of the sword, which is mainly guns, right? Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. So if you take all of history's weapons and you put them together into one, it hasn't killed as many as people's mouths have killed. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. There's nothing wrong with holding your peace. All praise Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom.